Welcome to Community Connections. Glad you're joining us today as we enter the holiday season. We had a wonderful winter spectacular and nightlight parade, but as we continue on, we've got a very special event coming up celebrated by many of our friends and family and neighbors, and that's Hanukkah. Joining me now is Dr. Rabbi Susan Shannerman with Temple Bris Shalom, and we're going to start off with a little Hanukkah song.
Yes, this is a very traditional Hanukkah song that all our children know and sing, and with little movements, and it's a lot of fun. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Si vivant to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are dancing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
For all these years that we've been talking about Hanukkah and have joined us as we enter the holiday time, I've never had anybody sing a song, so this is wonderful. We've talked about a lot of the traditions, and that is one of them.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, let's talk a little bit. First night is December the 7th this year. I will tell you that they will be lighting a menorah in the Town Center at 5 o'clock on Thursday evening. So if you're available to come out and join us there on Thursday. And also, again, they'll be lighting the menorah on the square.
On the 10th at 5 p.m. as well,
And the
downtown in Prescott.
So
Yes.
there you go, that's a couple of opportunities. So talking about the significance of lighting the menorah, Rabbi, why don't we share a little bit about that?
Yes, so I brought a menorah, or a Hanukkah, sometimes we call it. And they make them in all different designs. This one is made to look like the temple in Jerusalem. And you can see that there are 4 on this side, 4 on this side, and this is called the shamash, the helper. And with the helper candle, we're going to light a different light each night. The first night we're going to light 1, the second night we're going to light 2, and then 3, and we go back this way all the way until we get to 8. Hanukkah is celebrated for 8 nights, and because there was this story of a miracle that the oil lasted when they went into the temple to rebuild it after it had been desecrated, miraculously there was enough oil for 8 nights. So Hanukkah is 8 nights, and so we begin our celebration this Thursday. And at Temple Bris Shalom, we're having our big party on Friday night, and lots of latkes, our traditional Hanukkah food.
Latkes are?
Latkes are potato pancakes fried in oil, and you have your choice of applesauce or sour cream. What's your choice?
I like the sour cream.
I do too. I think the kids mostly go for the applesauce. In Israel, they eat sufganiyot, which are jelly donuts, also fried in oil. This notion of oil to take us back to the oil lamp.
To celebrate.
To celebrate. And Hanukkah stands for Festival of Light, and this is the time of year when it's dark. And so we want to light up our lives and light up our spaces and light up our world with the light, physical light, and also spiritual light.
Yes, and menorahs come in every shape, size. I did bring ours.
Oh, yes?
It's just a simple one that I have that we always use during Hanukkah at the office, and I have one of mine own at home that somebody brought for me from Israel. So a very special menorah, but again, more, what you might see, like this is similar to what we have at Valley of Lights.
Right.
The menorah at Valley of Lights.
That's a very traditional look, but you'll see them
But I love that.
made out of little Noah's Ark menorahs and little baseball menorahs and all kinds of different designs. And there's the tradition that you buy the tallest, longest lasting candles you can, because women are are told in our text not to do any work as long as the candle is burning.
Oh.
So you want really tall candles so you can sit back with a glass of something and relax while your menorah is burning each day.
I like that. I like that. In addition, traditions for the children.
Yes. So this is the dreidel, and it's kind of small. Sorry about that. The dreidel has 4 letters on it. It has Nun, Gimel, He, and Shin. These are Hebrew letters. Stands for Nes Gadol Haya Sham. A great miracle happened there. And children will spin it better than I can. And whoops. And it will turn, and whatever letters on the top tells you how you play the game. So you've probably put in some pennies or some peanuts or some chocolate gelt. And Shin means put one in.
So I put one in.
So you put one in. Nun means you get none. Gimel means you get the whole pot,
Okay.
which is the best. And He means you get half of what's in the middle. So very popular dreidel game, comes from Eastern Europe, and our children love to play that.
It's so simple, and yet it seems like something you could play for hours. You know, I mean, is there like a little gambling aspect in it? You know?
Kind of. That's why we say just, pennies or a piece of candy or something simple
Right.
and sweet. Yes, absolutely.
And you mentioned the candy gelt.
Yes. So if you go to Trader Joe's, you will find the gelt. They sell these little coins around the world, they call them, but it's really gelt, and they're covered in foil, and they have chocolate inside. So it's a tradition to give our children the gelt for Hanukkah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how did the tradition of presents, like a gift on each night, happen?
Well, Hanukkah is a minor holiday in the Jewish calendar, but it became far more important when Jewish immigrants came to America and saw Christmas. And our children said, wait a minute, we want presents too. So Hanukkah gift giving became a very important part of our tradition. And in some families, you do get a present for each of the 8 nights. In my family, we got little presents and then one nice present at the end of the Hanukkah week. But that's where the presents comes in, it because we want our children to feel special also.
Right, yes.
Yes.
It's not going back to school and not having, and I understand that. I have friends, and a lot of times it's blended families that have both.
Exactly, exactly. So people celebrate the ways they can, and they honor, and they think about their families and their ancestors and their parents, and they do what means the most to them.
And there's no rules. There's no rules.
I like
believe.
to think you do what feels right.
Right,
Yes.
and live that happiness and remembering. Well, we want to mention that you're doing a story time on Saturday because
I am.
Ran out of time.
Oh, Prescott Valley Library at 11 a.m. Hanukkah story time. I'll bring my guitar. I'll have some crafts. So please come. We would love to have lots of children there.
Oh, Rabbi Steiner, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
And to you, happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. Merry
Short
Christmas.
break. We'll be right back.
So as a technical sergeant, E6.
I served in Vietnam in 1969.
I am a U.S. Army veteran.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes.
Try to always be there for each other.
I do my best reaching out to my brothers and sisters in arms.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right?
I can't say that I have. I mean,
If you don't have someone to kind of help you guide those thoughts, it can be really bad.
eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own.
I guess it's a part of the military too, right? Service before self.
It was drilled in, service before self.
And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me, When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
We develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
And welcome back to Community Connections. Joining me now is Bonnie Maxwell Drake, Community Relations Director for the Landings at Prescott Valley. And we are partnering on a really, really wonderful project. And I'll let Bonnie tell you about it, but it's our honor to do this with you.
Thank you so much for having us on today. And I'm so excited about the Adopt a Senior program that we're going to be doing together, that we are doing together.
We are,
actively
yes.
Right now. So we have our angels on the tree at the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce for all of the residents at the Landings of Prescott Valley, our seniors. And anybody can come down to the chamber during your office hours, Monday through Friday, and pick up an angel, purchase those gifts, return them back to the chamber unwrapped.
Yes.
With the angel, and then we will come down the last Friday before Christmas, and collect all of that stuff and make sure that it's ready to go for our residents to open on Christmas.
So they have, because so many of the residents don't have anybody that they see for the holidays, family, and so this is a way for them to receive something and know that people out there care.
Right. Everybody needs to receive for Christmas. Everybody's happy to.
So you're telling me Santa
give,
delivers over at the Landings.
That's right. Santa delivers through our lovely community that is willing to adopt a senior. So
that's right.
It's a really beautiful thing, and from what I understand, we've had quite a few angels picked up, so that's exciting.
We do, and we've actually had gifts returned. So we actually have a gift bag returned with some for one of the angels. So that was kind of fun. It was our first one back. So
yes.
It was mine.
All right.
It was my lady that I purchased for, but I took a gentleman, and it's really the seniors. They don't want much. A blanket, some slippers, maybe a sweater.
Mm-hmm.
They just are very, the creature comforts more is bet.
Yes. Home comforts, definitely.
Yes.
And a lot of times just simple little gift cards so that they can get snacks at Fry's or Safeway, or, little things like that go a long way, because, if everybody can use a gift card.
Right. So again, we're open 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. And I think, April, how many do we have up there now? I think we're up to about 15 left.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's excellent. I'm so excited. Thank you.
And I keep running into people that say, I'm coming over to pick up an angel. So, I know we're going to have no problem that making, Christmas special for all of your residents at the Landings at Prescott Valley. So tell us about the Landings at Prescott Valley, though.
I would love to tell you about the Landings at Prescott Valley. So the Landings at Prescott Valley is assisted living and memory care. We have 106 apartments. And we have a separate program for memory care than we have in regular assisted living, which is our Ella Taproot program that was created by Dr. Buscemi. So if anybody wants to look that up, it's really awesome. It's a non-pharmaceutical program, so it's not about trying to keep residents that are having anxiety medicated. It's trying to avoid causing the anxiety,
right?
So that they really live their best quality of life. And it's just a beautiful program, and we've had, I want to say it's like a 67% reduction in all instances, including falls, in the year that we had the the pilot for the program. And now we're expanding it into our assisted living as well as our memory care. But it's just an awesome program. So I'm very excited to share that. That's one of the things that makes the Landings different from other communities. And I'm very excited, if we still have time, that we are expanding. So we have, we're taking 12
in your facility that you have right now. Okay.
Yep, we're taking 12 of our small 1-bedrooms, and we're combining them to make larger 1-bedrooms with 2 baths, so that couples can stay together in assisted living.
So right now you don't have that capability?
So most assisted livings really struggle with that, because the state regulations require a certain amount of square footage in the bedroom for a second person.
Okay.
And so because assisted living is different than independent living, where it's more about the ease of everything being close at hand, not about the space. They usually don't have very large apartments, and so usually you'd have to have 2 separate apartments in order for a couple to be in the same community. So this way, it really does help couples stay together. Or if you're an individual and you just want a larger apartment,
right,
it'll give them the option to do that.
And that'll make how many larger one-bedroom apartments?
We will have 6 of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're very excited about that. And we're under construction right now, so we think in about 9 to 10 weeks we'll be done. So yeah, if
That's
anybody's
exciting,
interested,
though.
come see me.
Yes.
I'll show them off.
Well, and if somebody's interested, like a family, you know, we all get to that point in life where maybe it's the next step. And so to come over and tour or visit with you, are those opportunities available?
Always, always. We're not always there on the weekend, so I do advise people to definitely make sure you talk to a person and schedule a tour with a person if you need a weekend tour. But otherwise, Monday through Friday, Rosemary Pena and I are available, and of course my management team is always happy to help out with tours when we are occupied or out doing fun things like this.
Right.
So we're located at 3500 North Winsong Drive in Prescott Valley on that little road where all the doctor's offices are.
Very convenient.
Yes, if you're heading north, it's on the left-hand side, right across from where the Susan J. Ream Center is. A lot of people are familiar with that. And yeah, we're super excited to tour anybody, and definitely come out before you need that long-term
Absolutely.
care
Planning is important.
Yeah, know where you want to go before you need to go. That's always the goal.
And then maybe while you still have a vote in it.
That's right.
Too.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm not leaving anything up to my kids.
Not even that.
No.
Sometimes you end up in the doctor's, or in the hospital because you fell, and they're like, you're not safe going home. And then
you have the choice.
Yeah, and then you have discharge coordinators making decisions on your behalf. So we don't want that.
No, and I've been to the landings. Bonnie has opened it up. Nonprofits have had meetings in there, and it's a beautiful facility. The dining room, the patio areas, the common areas. I don't see too many of the rooms, but I originally toured it when you first opened, and they're just beautiful.
Thank you.
So
I really
it's a home. It's your home.
Yes.
And now we're going to make sure you have Christmas there.
Yes, for all of our residents, and thank you so much for partnering with us with Adopt a Senior.
Yes, and the chamber office is located at 7120 East Pav Way in Prescott Valley. It's across the street from 1AZ Credit Union and the Coyman Business Center. So you can come over there and pick up an angel and then just bring it back. And I just put mine in a nice, colorful Christmas shopping bag. So bring it on back over to the chamber and help make Christmas special for somebody at the landings.
Thank you.
And you'll be passing them out on Christmas Day?
I will be passing them out on Christmas Day.
And are you having a special party and dinner or lunch for everybody?
Well, our big party is going to be for all their families on the 21st, because a lot of residents go home for Christmas, and we don't want them to have to decide between having a party with us or having a party with their family. So we want to give them both those
Better to be with your family.
Yes, but for the residents, but for the residents that are in-house, we will be with them in-house, and they will be opening their presents with us. Christmas morning. And usually even the ones that are going out still open their presents with us Christmas morning.
Thank you. All right, Bonnie, you did great. I'm going to look forward to hearing how it goes, and stop by and get an angel. Short break, and we'll be right back.
Got some soup for you. You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But I get it, you're busy, and busy people can't have prediabetes. I read that wrong. They can, okay? Just go to the site.
Matthew. I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. And what you say really does matter to me.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me, and they make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for talking.
Talk. They hear you.
And And welcome back to Community Connections. Joining me now is Wayne and Mary Halford with St. Luke's Episcopal Church. And we're going to be talking about Don't Spend Christmas Alone. And this is, ever since I've been here, I think, which is now almost 18 years, that I've had you all or somebody from St. Luke's come and talk about Don't Spend Christmas Alone. But you were on hiatus for a few years. And Mary and Wayne, you're back co-chairing this year, again, to provide a Christmas meal and fellowship with people in our community.
Correct.
Correct. So you've been doing this now, though, I said as long as I've been here, but how many years?
The project's gone on for 43 years. This is
43
the 43rd
years.
Continuous year.
Right.
Now, it shut down a little during COVID.
Right.
They couldn't do indoor dinings, but they still sent meals out to the homebound and that type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this year, Mary and I decided we're going to go back to the formal in-house dining and make it back like it was when you and I have talked before.
Oh, absolutely.
And, you know, it's like your neighbors. You know, you come sit with your neighbors, your friends.
Right.
Make new friends, you know, because this has been just such a shining spot in this community for many, many years, you know. And we're just trying to move it forward and bring it back to what it was before COVID.
And so it's for everyone. It's not necessarily that you have not, let's say, homeless or something like that. This is a community to, hey, I want to be out with other people and celebrate the holiday and fellowship, right?
Well, there's so many people out there that maybe it's just a couple that have no family here.
Right.
And Christmas is a joyful time of year, and it is a very family-oriented time of year. And we want people to have fun, be blessed with friendships, and it can be a very depressive time for people.
For some people.
That's why it is so important to have something like this available for the people that are alone or feel alone, even though they may not be alone. I mean, I may feel alone because whatever, you know, but we're a couple.
Sure.
But we want to be out and be with others to celebrate the joy of Christmas.
And you know, we do not, there's no religion involved in this. You can be any religion, we don't care. We just want to be the community joining each other.
Right.
And as far as economics, I have this saying everybody laughs at. I say backpacks to Cadillacs.
Right.
You don't care what your economic situation is, you're all welcome to a free Christmas dinner.
And that's what I was going to go is there's no charge for this.
Exactly.
Right.
And some people that are kind of new here and don't know about it, and you start talking to them, and the first thing they do is like, oh, what's the catch? Nobody gives away anything. Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh, absolutely. You've been doing this for 43 years.
Yes.
There is no catch.
There is no
All you
catch,
have to do is come, show up, and then if that transportation is an issue, there is shuttle service. They've thought of everything. Or if you're homebound, they'll deliver to you. They've thought of everything so that you're provided and have that Christmas dinner. And tell us a little bit about the dinner. We're getting turkey or ham or
We're having ham.
I love Christmas ham.
I love Christmas ham too. We used to do turkeys, but for health reasons, we went to ham because it's much more portable to take out.
Safer. Food safety. Food safety. You have to think about that when you're delivering.
We have a parishioner that makes these wonderful, wonderful scallop potatoes with lots of gooey cheeses and fabulous. And he makes this wonderful cranberry walnut Jello salad to go with it, and then we have a green vegetable with it.
How do you know how many people to plan for? Do you need to sign up, or
no.
You just know, and you just
we have a feeling.
You have I was going to say you feel it.
We feel
you just know, yes.
Well, we use our past experiences also, you know, from before COVID.
But now you're back.
We're back.
You haven't had in-house dining.
You got to remember, in that 4 years we were shut down for COVID, the population up here almost doubled.
It sure did.
So
it absolutely
we got a lot bigger community than we had in the past. And
so the serving the food, fellowship, and fun is from 11 to 2 on Christmas Day.
Correct.
There's no charge to attend.
Correct.
You can deliver to our homebound community, but they need to call you.
They do.
That is the only area that we ask that they call in.
We need to know where to bring it.
Well, that, and you know, that gives us a little bit of a count.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
typically we've served over 500 at dine-in at the church meals. And we have served 350 to 400 homebound meals. And these homebound meals are delivered by the wonderful first responders of the Quad City area.
Yeah, wonderful.
They do such a wonderful job, and I know you work with them on the turkey drive.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they're the first responders, but they're a serving group too.
Oh, they are.
Not only doing what they're hired to do, but there's more to that. It's a passion.
Absolutely.
It's a passion of giving.
It is.
So we were talking about shuttles from Chino Valley, and so you can pick up the shuttle and it'll take you to the church and back. And they have different shuttle times. So we have these flyers all over town in the chamber, but in Prescott, from Prescott Valley, it leaves the Casa Senior Center and also the Safeway parking lot too. So 2 different pickup points in Prescott Valley, and then several in Prescott and 2 in Chino Valley also. So again, St. Luke Episcopal Church is located at 2000 Shepherd's Lane, where Highway 89 and Ruger Road is. Can't miss it. It's a beautiful church right there in the corner.
It's just a block north of the airport entrance.
Yes.
So can't miss it.
So you recommend people come early and enjoy the fellowship?
Well, we recommend that they come around 11 o'clock and or 10:30. We'll start seating them.
So do you still need volunteers?
Oh, absolutely.
We
yes.
do.
I know, that was coming
And
to
the
that.
shuttles are all provided by volunteers, and the equipment is loaned by other people.
That's
we
wonderful.
don't have a shuttle ourselves, but the community
Somebody's
at
helping you.
large, yes, and other churches and other organizations.
So there's a lot of shifts, pre-event, packaging, volunteer greeting, main serving. I mean, there's a little bit of everything, including everybody's favorite, cleanup. We're going to always use volunteers for cleanup because nobody ever signs up for cleanup. It's really one of the most fun jobs I like because you just get in and dirty, and it is fun. So they would call to help?
Yes, and the number they would call would be 928-260-6300. And if you're homebound and need a meal, call the same number, 928-260-6300.
So, for a lot of you, maybe that's going and sitting, but maybe you're by yourself or your kids are away. Maybe you want to serve and help volunteer, and that's just as special and can be very, very rewarding.
Well, that's how we got started with it, because all our kids are grown. It's not really family stuff anymore, because even our grandchildren are grown.
It's a labor of love for you too, because you're back and I haven't seen you in many years. So don't spend Christmas alone. St. Luke's Episcopal Church.
Can I make one
Christmas
remark?
Day. I got to go because we ran out of time, Wayne. Thank you both, Wayne and Maria. We'll see you and be back in 2 weeks.